This is the Anna Gale Lines podcast, where we equip you with the tools and insights to take charge of your life and thrive. And here is your host, life coach and author, Anna Gale Lines.
Welcome to the Anna Gale Lines podcast. I'm your host, Anna Gale Lines, and today we're exploring a topic that's often underestimated, but holds immense power in shaping our lives, surrounding yourself with the right people. Whether it's friends, mentors, or colleagues, the individuals we choose to surround ourselves with can either propel us forward towards greatness or can hold us back. So grab your favorite snack, get comfortable, and let's uncover the incredible impact of hanging out with the right people. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you'll never miss out on our empowering content. So, what are reasons why it's important to surround ourselves with the right people? One is positive influence. Because if we don't hang out with positive people, we're not going to have positive things happen in our lives. We'll get off track from our goals and we'll get off track from what we're supposed to do in our lives because people will distract us. Bad friends are going to get us into drugs and drinking, and they're not going to go after their goals and dreams. They are going to stay in the same old, going to work every day, not going after the C-suite, not getting married, not having children, just surviving. And we don't want to be survivors. We want to be thrivers. We want to be able to get what we want in life. We want to surround ourselves with positive people, people who are setting goals and achieving those goals, and entrepreneurs and people in the C-suite, people who are happily married and have successful children. We need to surround ourselves with positive people because they will be a positive influence on our lives. And then we need to surround ourselves with a support system, people who are going to be emotionally supportive of us during challenging times. They're going to offer encouragement, empathy, and a shoulder to lean on, but they're also going to tell us the truth. We need a support team who are not just yes men, but they are going to tell us the hard truth while being there to pick up the pieces. And then it's also for our personal growth because being around individuals who challenge us intellectually and emotionally can foster personal development and help us to become a better version of ourselves. It's also going to help us to model their behavior. We're going to go after our dreams. We're going to go after the right relationships. We're going to do what we're supposed to do in life. And we're not going to allow ourselves to settle for less than. Another reason to get involved with the right people is networking opportunities. We can surround ourselves with the right people that can open doors for us, the valuable connections. They're in the business, they're in the industry, and they know people. They can give us career opportunities because maybe they're hiring or maybe they know somebody who's hiring. And we can collaborate with them to accelerate our success. So maybe you don't want a job, maybe you're an entrepreneur, but they have skills that you don't have. And you have skills that they don't have, but they're working on this project or you're working on this project and they're interested in collaborating with you because when we do things together, we get further. And then they can give us an energy boost. Spending time with upbeat and optimistic individuals can uplift our mood, boost our energy levels, and create a sense of joy and enthusiasm in our lives. And accountability. The right people can hold you accountable for your actions and your commitments, helping you stay focused and accountable towards meeting your goals. They can serve as inspiration. So they can serve as role models, as mentors, as a source of inspiration, demonstrating what is possible through their achievements, resilience, and determination. And it reduces stress when we surround ourselves with supportive and understanding individuals. And it contributes to an overall well-being by providing a sense of belonging and acceptance. Being surrounded with like-minded individuals who share your values and beliefs fosters a sense of belonging and authenticity, allowing you to express yourself freely and comfortably. You get to be you. And what are some signs that you might be hanging around the wrong people? You're hanging around people who are a negative influence. People who make you feel drained, discouraged, and negative. People who are not going after their dreams, not going after their goals. They're drinking, doing drugs. They are not in good relationships. They're not treating their family members and friends well. These are negative influences, and we don't want to be around this kind of environment. And they have a lack of support. When we're going through a tough time or pursuing a goal, we want people around us who will support us. And if you're hanging around people who show little or no support, it may indicate that it's not the right support system for you. And they engage in toxic behavior, gossiping, being manipulative, belittling people are clear indications that they are not fostering healthy relationships. And if you feel judged, so if you're constantly feeling judged or criticized by those around you, these are probably not the people for you. They don't have your best interests at heart. They just want to do what is right for them. And then there's a stagnation. You find yourself stuck in the same patterns and not making progress towards your goals while in these people's company. That's a sign that these are not the right people to hang around with. If you're still in the same place you were 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 years ago, and you're not making any progress on your goals, you might want to look at your friends. Are they following their goals? Are they starting their businesses? Are they going after what they want in life? If not, then you have to think about, are these the right people to hang around with? And maybe they're your family and friends. Maybe you trust them and love them, and you can't see not associating with them. But that all that means is that you need to bring in people who are going to be supportive of you, people who are going to mentor you, people who are going to hold you accountable for going after your dreams and your goals. And if you feel you can't trust somebody, that's a sign that you're hanging around the wrong people. If they are engaging in unhealthy habits or encouraging you to engage in unhealthy habits like substance abuse, excessive partying, risky behavior, then that's a sign that you need to walk away. And then if you're in relationships that are constantly draining your energy and leaving you feeling exhausted or emotionally depleted, it's not serving you. And they don't have the same values as you. Their values and beliefs clash with yours. And it is always leading to conflict and disconnection. And they are not growing. So when we surround ourselves with people who are not supportive of our growth and who are content in staying stagnant themselves, it can hinder our personal and professional development. So, what are some characteristics of people that we want to hang around with? One is empathy. Good people are empathetic and understanding. They're able to relate to others' feelings and experiences. They don't minimize our experience. They don't tell us that we're wrong for feeling that way. We shouldn't have those feelings. They don't tell us that, somebody else has got it worse than us. Somebody else has got cancer or lost their spouse in a car accident or is starving in another country. They are understanding and they listen to us and they try to relate to what we are going through. And then they're positive. People who you want to hang around with have a positive outlook on life and can uplift those around them with their optimism. You're not always able to do this, but if you keep a positive attitude, the people around you are going to be more positive. But sometimes people are going through things and they don't want positivity. They just want you to listen. And the people that you want to hang around with are supportive. Good people offer support and encouragement to their friends and peers, especially during challenging times. So supportive could be listening to the person when they talk to you. Supportive could be taking them to the store if they need to buy something and their car is broken down. Being supportive might be taking the kids for an afternoon. But we need to make sure that we are hanging around people who are empathetic, who are positive, who are supportive, who are authentic, people who are genuine and authentic in their interactions with us, making us feel comfortable and valued. People who are not trying to be somebody else. They're not trying to be the person we want them to be. They're not trying to be the person that they think society wants them to be. But they are themselves. And we need to hang around people who are respectful, because we need people who are going to treat us with respect. Regardless of the differences in our opinions and backgrounds, we can agree to disagree, but just because we disagree on something does not mean we are breaking up the friendship. It doesn't mean we're going to name call and hit people. It means we're going to treat them with respect, because they have different experiences and they have different feelings than we do. They have different backgrounds as well. And we need to hang around people who are trustworthy. They need to be reliable. They need to keep their word. And they need to maintain our confidentiality. We don't need to tell them our secrets and then have to hear it from somebody else that they exposed our secrets. And we need people to hang around us who are kind. People who are kind and compassionate. They show empathy and generosity towards others. And we need people to hang around us who are non-judgmental. We need people who are not going to pass judgment, and they need to seek to understand the different perspectives. Our perspective versus their perspective, or somebody else's perspective, without prejudice. And we need them to be full of integrity. They need to uphold high moral and ethical standards, acting with honesty and integrity in all their dealings. What does integrity mean? Integrity is what you do when no one else is watching. Do you do the right thing? Do you not do the right thing? Do you cheat and take shortcuts when nobody is watching because nobody's going to know? That's what integrity is. That's when we are doing the right thing no matter what. No matter who's watching or who's going to see it. And we need to make sure we are hanging around good listeners. People who are going to listen to us without judging us, without belittling us, without minimizing what we're going through. We need to hang around people who are going to give us feedback, but a supportive ear. And we need to hang around people who are encouraging. They inspire and motivate us to pursue our goals and dreams. And they offer constructive feedback and guidance along the way. Something we can use that's tangible in order to fix whatever's going on in our lives. And we need to hang around people who are forgiving. And they let go of grudges and they move forward positively. And we need to hang around people who are optimistic. People who have a positive outlook on life, even in challenging situations. And they offer us hope and encouragement. And we need to hang around people who have humility. People who are humble and modest and not seeking attention or praise for their actions or achievements. People who care more about you than they do about themselves, or working as a team to get to the mutual goal. And we need people who are inclusive. They embrace diversity and inclusivity. They welcome people from all walks of life into their circle of friends. and they seek to understand people's backgrounds and experiences. And we need to hang around people who care about other people, people who genuinely care about the well-being of others, going out of their way to lend a hand and offer support. We need to hang around people who are empowering. They empower others to believe in themselves and their abilities, fostering self-confidence and resilience. We need people who encourage us to go after our dreams and our goals and help us get there. We need to hang around people who are adaptable. Good people are adaptable and flexible and able to navigate change and challenges with grace and resilience. Adaptable also meaning that if I need something and I'm in a bind, that they will offer to help. They will come and help me if they can. And we need to hang around people who are patient, people who demonstrate patience and understanding. Because the last thing we need is people who are impatient with us, who give us an attitude when we're telling them our story, or give us an attitude about what goals we're going after. We need people who are patient, even when we understand what they're saying, but haven't gone after our goals yet. And we need to hang around people who are responsible. They take responsibility for their actions and their choices. They own up to their mistakes and they learn from them. And we need to hang around people who are grateful. They express gratitude for the blessings in their lives, and they foster a sense of appreciation and contentment. And we need to hang around people who are generous. People who are generous with their time, their resources, their kindness, giving back to others and making a positive impact on the world around them. People who are willing to help us out, willing to look at our business plan, willing to lend their resources to our goals. So what are some places where we can find good people to hang around with? One is when we volunteer. So there are plenty of opportunities in our community where we can volunteer. We can volunteer at our church. We can volunteer at a local charity. We can volunteer at the soup kitchen, the food bank. We can volunteer our time to mentor young entrepreneurs or young people. We could volunteer to be an usher at the community center for their plays that they put on. We can volunteer to teach a class at the community center. We can volunteer to help the senior citizens at the senior center learn computer skills. But there are all kinds of places where we can volunteer our time, take our minds off of ourselves, and put it on other people and helping other people with our skills and talents. And we can meet good people during those volunteer opportunities. We could also join hobby or interest groups. So, like a meetup group, you can join a class, maybe a cooking class or a hiking group with a meetup groups. You can join a book club. You can participate in group activities. You can join groups that have shared interests. You can join a class for painting or writing or whatever interests you. But you can find good people to hang around with who have similar interests to you. You can also go to networking events if you're in business or seeking to be in business. You can go to industry conferences, networking events. You can go to workshops to be better at your job. You can introduce yourselves at these networking events to individuals who are ambitious, driven, and motivated to succeed. And you can also go to community gatherings such as neighborhood block parties or cultural festivals or local meetup offering opportunities to meet people from diverse backgrounds who live in your area. You could build connections with your neighbors and community members, and it could lead to meaningful friendships and support networks. You can even start your own community gathering. You can have your own block party, invite people from the neighborhood to come and have a party at the park. You can volunteer at the cultural festivals, especially if it's your culture. And you can even start a meetup group. If there's not one that interests you, you might want to start one. You can join classes and workshops for things that interest you, like art classes and cooking workshops and fitness classes. And you can meet people who have similar interests there. These structured environments foster social interaction and collaboration, making it easier to form friendships with those who share your passions. But we can't just go to these groups and these volunteer opportunities and not introduce ourselves to people, because a lot of times we go to these community gatherings, we go to these classes, we go to these meetup groups, we volunteer opportunities, and we stay to ourselves. We don't say hi, we don't introduce ourselves to people, and we don't connect with other people because we don't put ourselves out there. But I challenge you at every one of these classes, these groups, these volunteer opportunities, introduce yourself to 3 people and get to know them. Because if we don't actually put the effort in to get to know people and to meet people, we're going to be alone, and we're going to stay alone. And that's a wrap on today's video. We hope you found these insights valuable and inspiring. Remember, surrounding yourself with the right people can truly make a difference in your life. Before you go, don't forget to hit that button if you enjoyed this video and share it with someone who could benefit from this message. Thanks for watching. Stay positive, stay inspired, and keep hanging around the right people. Until next time.
If you would like to learn more about Anna Gail or to purchase her fiction and nonfiction books, go to AnnaGailLines.com. That is AnnaGailLYNES.com. Right now, you can buy 3 ebooks and get the 4th one free. There you can sign up for the newsletter to keep up to date on what is happening in the world of the Anna Gail Lines podcast and her science fiction podcast, The Space-Tastic Mysteries, where you can hear installments of her novels. To follow her on social media, it is Anna Gail Lines on Twitter, Lady Anna Gail on TikTok, Anna Gail Lines Artist on Instagram, at the Anna Gail Lines Podcast on YouTube. You can join the Facebook page at Author Anna Gail. Thank you for listening, and thank you for being you.